Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about the other subject of Kingdom Hearts 4, and that could be Star Wars being in Kingdom Hearts 4. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because I said in the Marvel video that I would be making this, and this is a little bit more complicated than Marvel, because Star Wars, like Marvel, has only basically 9 movies if you count only the trilogies. You do have Rogue One, which, if you add that on, and same for Solo, if you add that on, makes 11 movies. But the reason why this is a little bit more complicated isn't just because Star Wars has less movies, which means there's more to play with, ideally because it won't be too bloated, but Star Wars is an older franchise. And a lot of people that they're probably trying to bring into Kingdom Hearts 4 is a lot of new players and a lot of the old players. And this is where Star Wars can be a lot more conflicting than Marvel. Star Wars isn't really the most receptive when it comes to its newer movies. But that was the same when the prequels came out. The original trilogy is usually a fan favorite for many. The prequels are really just seen as good action movies, and the sequel trilogy we have now is very divisive. So, we're looking for these to be implemented in Kingdom Hearts to help with character growth for Sora and Riku, and possibly Yuzora. So let's think about it. How could Star Wars really be useful in Kingdom Hearts 4? Well, my first take is this. I probably don't see them using anything from the original trilogy. I don't think Disney would give them the original trilogy, and there's a reason for that. The original trilogy is old. 1977 is when it came out, and I really don't think they would do A New Hope. I don't really think they would do Revenge of the Sith. I don't think they would do Return of the Jedi, because I feel as if those movies are a little bit too old, and a lot of the people that play Kingdom Hearts now and that they want to start playing Kingdom Hearts really would want to do the original trilogy. Not that I think the original trilogy is bad, I love it. I just think that it's not on the radar for Nomura and Disney, because I don't think there's enough there for Kingdom Hearts to take that could make it more possibly exciting to play through that. Luke's story would be perfect for Sora, to see someone that believed he was a nobody become the only hope in saving the galaxy. I think that would be one of the greatest stories that Sora could relate to. Same for Han Solo. I think that Sora, understanding that Han Solo wants a smuggler, a thief, someone that couldn't be trusted, becoming a hero could be awesome for Sora to look up to, because that shows that Sora should never give up and people can change and not everyone is the same. But see, I think that that isn't something Disney would like to promote, because there are other Star Wars movies that do the same, just as the prequel trilogy, with Anakin believing he was a nobody, becoming the chosen one, and then becoming Darth Vader. But if we look at it in that way, what would make the original trilogy better than the prequels to have with Sora? Possibly Luke could be more relatable than Anakin, because Anakin is the chosen one. Everyone sees him as the chosen one, but he can be arrogant at some moments. And Luke is a lot more grounded. Yeah, he can be annoying and whiny in the first movie, but that's because he's a teen and he wants to become something. Well, Anakin wants to become something for his mother. Luke wants to become something not just for what his family thought he could or couldn't be, but because he wants to adventure and explore the galaxy. So it's interesting, there's a lot to think. Like, Anakin grew up during the height of the Jedi Order, but you have Luke who grew up during there being no Jedi Order. So the point of the matter is which would be a better environment to help Sora and Riku grow as a character and understand more of what's going on in Yazora's world? It's really up to you. If you like more of Luke's story, it would be Luke. If you like more of Anakin's story, it would be Anakin. In my opinion, I would pick neither, and there's a reason for that. It's because I don't think Disney would pick either of them. I think Disney would pick Rogue One or would pick the sequel trilogy. Now listen to me. I actually like Rogue One. I think Rogue One would be a pretty good movie to have Sora be in, but we're not going to talk about Rogue One because that is its own movie, and I don't know if Disney would give the okay to Nomura to use that. I think they would use the sequel trilogies. Now, let me explain why. I know a lot of people are probably going to be upset with me saying that, but that is because the sequel trilogy is newer. Disney still wants to promote it because they still can make a lot of money from it, and it's to sell more toys. Think about it. Sora holding a lightsaber and him and Rey going to the Star Killer base. You know, Luke doesn't use the lightsaber really, like really in combat until the fifth movie, or should I say the second movie in the original trilogy, but it would be the fifth movie in the nine trilogies. He typically doesn't use it until an Empire Strikes Back, and that's not until the end. And I really don't think they would want to use that scene of Luke getting his hand cut off in Kingdom Hearts and seeing him fall to almost his death. I don't think they would do that. I think that that's not really kid friendly nowadays, unless you like do what Lego Star Wars does. But the point of it all is that this isn't Lego Star Wars, this is Kingdom Hearts, so they can't really glitterify it because I don't think Nomura wants to do that anymore with Kingdom Hearts. So the original trilogy can be a little bit too dark. The prequel trilogy, Anakin kills children, so I don't really know if they would use that either. The sequel trilogy probably is the safest route to take, especially the first movie, The Force Awakens. You don't really see too much happening there, so I think they could definitely do that. Them going to destroy Starkiller Base will probably be the most like cool to them. And if it's not Starkiller Base, they will probably do everyone's least favorite movie, you know, Ryan Johnson's movie. I'm not even going to name it because it's that bad. It could be possible they would use that one only because, like, them needing help on the. I forgot the planet that has the salt. That one, them needing help, and then Ray coming in and saving the day with Sora would be pretty cool, I think. I don't know. It's maybe something that could be done a lot more, should I say, organically, because it's not like child murder, like in the third episode of Star Wars. And it's not like Luke fighting Darth Vader, losing, getting his hand cut off, and almost falling to his death in the fifth movie. So it's more of like tame. The newer trilogy is kind of more childlike. It's not really anything cool. Ryan Johnson's movie isn't as dis- changing your expectations and seeing something you've never seen before. It's not really like that, subverting your expectations. It's just garbage. And The Force Awakens is kind of just a new hope, which could be really fun. I think Ray and Sora could actually have pretty cool dynamics. Seeing for him and Finn, I think that would be pretty cool. I don't hate Ray as a character. I actually think she has a lot of potential. She just couldn't tap into it because the directors are horrible. And I'm not going to speak on the last movie because that one has no significance. So, if we look at it in this way, Star Wars could work. They just have to pick the right episode. But I don't think they can because the characters that people like the most, such as Luke and Anakin, they Luke in A New Hope could be great, but I don't think we could pick that one because not really much goes on, and they want to pick something that might have a little bit more flashiness. So they can't pick a Revenge of the Sith because Luke loses in the end of that movie. And they can't pick Return of the Jedi because, well, yeah, Luke and Darth Vader fight and Palpatine is scary, but all of that, really Sora doesn't really have anything to add on to that. Return of the Jedi has one of the better endings. And you can't do the prequel trilogies because the prequel trilogy starts out with Anakin and the first episode literally has nothing. Attack of the Clones, they're not going to do that because it's just an entire movie of killing clones, and I don't think Kingdom Hearts would really want to do that because those are really people. And I don't know if they would do the third movie because, well, Anakin kills children in it, and they don't want Sora helping Anakin kill Jedi. So it would probably definitely be the sequel trilogy. I know a lot of people are going to be upset about that, but that's really all they could pick. And that's why I don't really think Star Wars should be in Kingdom Hearts because there isn't enough variety that isn't too complicated that they could do. It's just really hard to boil everything down, and you don't really have the time to do that no more when it comes to making a game that you want to be seen as probably the best Kingdom Hearts. So you should really just think of not putting neither Marvel or Star Wars into the game. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.